Trying out Call of Duty Mobile on a laptop. It's a Lenovo Ideapad 5. It's the AMD Ryzen 4700U. Normally I've been playing this on a Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. I was looking for a way to see if I can install it on my NVIDIA Shield TV, but you can't, not without rooting the device and putting in just basic Android operating system on there. So since it was such a pain in the ass, I said F it, but I found this way instead. So I'm using an app called Gameloop, which is an official emulator by Tencent. So it looks like it lets you play, I'm assuming this is all their games on here, but I just installed Call of Duty and lets you play there on your laptop. And it's got this sidebar menu here for keyboard controls. It does kind of work with a controller. I'll get more into that later. I just want to show you some options here. So you can go show FPS. Don't worry about the 30 right now. It always slows down to 30 on the main menu. Some nice things is it's also got some options on here. So hit diagnosis, show you what I'm running. So like I said, Ryzen 7 4700U, 8 gigs. Switch back. And I'm just gonna do some bot stuff just so I can demonstrate how it works. And if you heard, that's my dog oinking. So by default it's going to do mouse and keyboard. I don't think it supports touchscreen devices, although I'll try that and double check in just a second, since this is a touchscreen laptop. Once it loads up, I'll see if it'll let me do the touchscreen on the screen. Well, let me hit select with the touchscreen. No, it's not letting me do touchscreen controls. Well, sort of. I can hit these individual buttons by hitting the touchscreen, but it's not normal touchscreen controls. Okay, so actually, it's not recognizing the buttons. It's just doing me tapping the screen is what's making it shoot. But anyway, let me go hide in a corner here. So I'll make it so there's some better contrast where you can see the FPS. So the FPS is pretty good, even if it's in window mode. Now what you can do on this laptop, I have to hit function F11, and that'll let you toggle it to regular full screen.
Target's inside!
See, it runs pretty good. And I'll show you my settings here in a minute.
Changing mag!
Actually, hit function F11 again.
We've taken the lead.
And if you hit Control, you can unlock the mouse so you can go in the menu. And I'm going to reduce the volume a little bit just in case it's super loud in the recording and interfering with my voice. And then hit Control again, and you get your mouse aim back. So what I'm trying to do is get a couple kill streaks. Okay, now that I got some kill streaks, I'm just going to run away. Alright, just show you how it's running, even in windowed mode. control again. This will let you click on the in-game menu stuff. Control. Alright, settings. Alright, so for the graphics, this is what I have set. You can click on max, but it keeps reverting it back to very high when you go back into a game. So I'm assuming it's not letting me actually use max. In here, go to sensitivity and scroll down. These are your mouse sensitivities right here. It's acting a little wonky right now with the mouse. It's locking it. Okay, that's better. Actually, let me toggle back and do full screen. Let's see if that makes, yeah, that makes it better. Okay, it's just getting confused from being in the window mode. Alright, and then you can drag and swipe. So on controller, what's weird is it says connect, and now I already have it connected. So hit the Windows key for you. So it's right here. It is connected. So toggle back into the game, and I gotta go back to window mode so I can show you something. Hit Control to unlock it. This lets you set the bindings. So here's the keyboard stuff. Don't worry about that. Oops, hold on. I gotta revert back out of here so I don't get booted. Okay. Control. Go back to this keyboard. So gamepad, multiplayer. You have to put these on the screen. So you gotta drag it here. So basically, what you have to end up doing is you have to enable these two. They're going to be blank by default, and then put them where you see I have them on the screen. Revert back so I don't get booted from this game. Okay, I got booted. Anyway, let's continue. But basically, these are the presets for the buttons for a PlayStation 4 controller. And what you have to do is match them to where the touchscreen controls are. So what I did is on my Galaxy Tab S6, I took a screenshot in-game of the on-screen controls and tried to match up the locations to where the touchscreens go. And it's not perfect, so even with all these bindings, I still can't pick up a weapon off the ground, and I can't throw a flashbang. I don't know how to do it because for picking up a weapon you have to wait for a prompt to show up on the screen, which is right about here, and it doesn't let you double bind something. So normally, oh, what the hell is that? Normally it doesn't. What the hell is it doing? I don't know what the hell just happened. Switch. Oh, I think the controller turned off. Yeah, the controller turned off. So hit the PlayStation button. Go back to it. But anyway, I haven't figured out a good way of using the controller yet, but I'll leave a link to this guy's video.
And then you can basically set it.
Where this is, I guess, the older version of the game, but he's basically trying to tell you how to do it. He doesn't tell you a lot of stuff. Like, he tells you just put it in these locations, but he doesn't tell you why, and it's because you're mapping it to the actual touchscreen controls off the tablet version of the game. But I'll get out of here and I'm going to try doing another bot match where I use the controller, because the problem with using the controller, like I was saying, is I don't have a lot of the functionality that I have when I'm using the controller on the normal Tab S6, which supports it by default as long as you're using an official PS4 or official Xbox One controller. And the sensitivity is really crazy on the right stick. So hit select. So this is mouse. using the gamepad right now, but the right stick sensitivity is crazy. And it's also hard to run. He will run, but it's really hard to do. I don't know what the trick is. And also the aim down sights, it's a toggle in this mode. See what I'm saying about the sensitivity on the right stick? It's like really ridiculous. Oh my god. So maybe someone can figure out how to optimize it better, but I can figure out a good way of doing it. So switch back to mouse. Full screen, and I think for the Predator missile you have to hold down the right mouse button to steer it initially. Quit out of here. Try to play a normal match just to prove that it works online. Oh, before I do that, let me function F11 on this laptop because I wanted to show you the other advanced settings that it has. So on the menu, this is what I'm using. I messed with some of these on here, like toggling between OpenGL and other DirectX. I didn't notice any difference, so I'm just using DirectX Plus. Anti-aliasing, got it on balanced. And resolution, I just left it at, I cranked it up to 720. I did check off prioritize dedicated GPU, although it didn't seem to change anything. Now on here I cannot select Ultra HD, and I did try running it on my GTX 1060 laptop and it still wouldn't let me pick this. And for display quality I'm using smooth. I don't know if it uses dynamic resolution on this game, but it seems to be when I pick smooth it stays closer to 60 most of the time. So that's what I've been using. And if you do mess up a setting on here where the game errors out on you, you will be able to do it through the main menu, and you could change it back and revert any settings that you did by mistake if you can't get the game to reload again. So you could also toggle it through there. But let's try finding a normal match against people and see how well I do with the mouse and keyboard, even though I'm not used to it in this game. And I need some of my volume back so I can kind of hear what's going on. Toggle it to full screen. Pause the recording for a minute until the game starts. Oh, here we go. And never mind. So we'll see how the emulator runs against real players. And I will probably do not so great. Trying to get used to these keyboard and mouse controls. And I'll probably switch to the M4 since it's less recoil. Running a little choppy initially. It does seem to speed up once everything gets loaded.
Lost the lead. Enemy contact.
still barely hear anything, so I'm at a disadvantage here on this recording.
Grenade out!
It's too close. Fight harder. We lost the lead.
Target's inside!
Tied for the lead.
Reloading!
UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon is standing by. UAV online. We've taken the lead. Killer drone. ready for
Reloading.
deployment.
Cover me.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Bastard.
Reloading. Target's inside.
I don't know why. I thought I was going to be able to work with a pistol. I should have weapon swapped. Let me hide over here.
It's too
Show you another
close. Fight
thing.
harder.
Running on battery power, just intelligent cooling.
We lost the lead. Tied for the lead. We've taken the lead.
I got shot! Enemy contact! Reloading! Cover me!
The jerkiness is me with the mouse.
Changing mag! Reloading. Reloading.
Oh! I gotta see this. I don't know. Oh, it's a shotgun. Okay. So the jerky motion is just me with the mouse. It's not the actual game stuttering.
UAV online.
Enemy in sight.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Fuck.
Reloading. Cover me.
So hard to find these guys.
UAV online.
There we go.
Enemy in sight. Down.
Ooh,
Changing mag.
chasing me?
I'm down.
UAV recon ready for deployment. UAV online.
Ooh, that sucks for you. So yeah, I will leave links in the description of this video to get this Gameloop program and also the video on how to set up the controller, which doesn't work that great, but if someone knows a way of optimizing it so it actually runs well as far as like the sensitivity settings and actually being able to use every function, you know, like picking up a weapon and throwing your non-lethals. If you could leave me a comment, I would appreciate that if you figure out a way of doing it. So how did I do? Mouse and keyboard 12 and 2, not too bad. Anyways, thanks for watching.